The Post-Catastrophe Economy, Rebuilding America and Avoiding the Next Bubble by Eric Janszen. Narrated by John Pruden. Copyright 2010 by Eric Janszen. This unabridged audiobook is published by arrangement with Portfolio, a member of Penguin Group USA Incorporated, and was produced in the year 2010 by Tantor Media Incorporated, which holds the copyright thereto. Introduction. What just happened? Deindustrialization and the rise of the FIRE economy. Experience is that marvelous thing that enables you to recognize a mistake when you make it again. Franklin P. Jones. Governments never learn. Only people learn. Milton Friedman. The analysis pegs the cause of the most spectacular financial crisis ever. Published by one of the leading and most venerable economics journals in the world, the Quarterly Journal of Economics, the article begins with a simple thesis that the existing depression was due essentially to the great wave of credit expansion in the past decade. The author writes, "We have undoubtedly expanded the credit structure, spending today and postponing the accounting until tomorrow. We have been guilty of the sin of inflation. Credit expansion results in business activity, in full employment, in an optimistic outlook, and in a flood of gratulatory literature proclaiming us wiser than our predecessors. But the evidence is consistent and cumulative. The past decade has witnessed a great volume of credit inflation. Our period of prosperity was in part based on nothing more substantial than debt expansion. The prosperity was false, built on an illusion, on the expansion of credit and inflating asset prices. The people are suddenly poorer and appear set to stay that way for the duration. But the author sees a bright spot. For once, we will have learned our lesson." He goes on, "When the accounts are footed, we shall have learned new lessons respecting the evils of credit inflation. This dear-bought wisdom we may place beside our knowledge of the evils of monetary inflation purchased at an equally dear price. And we may venture a pious hope that the joint lessons will induce growth of the wisdom to foresee, caution to move less rapidly and more surely in the path of progress." Economist Charles E. Persons penned these hopeful words in November 1930, in the early years of the worst financial crisis the world had ever seen. Despite Persons' optimism, recent events inform us that we have in fact learned nothing except how to blunt the impact of the inevitable consequence.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?